Hey YouTube, what's happening? Chris here. Want to bring you a very quick update on Bitcoin Cash. Right now we're at $397. We're up 1.95%. What we're going to get in today, we're going to look at some key areas and kind of where we're stalling out and hesitating right now. So what we're going to look at and see if this is just a stalling pattern here, right in this area, and we're going to continue to the upside, or if we're finally going to get one of these nice retracements back on to an area that was previously resistance and see if we can turn it to support. So that's what we're going to be getting into today, guys. I'm excited to be here with you. If you like Bitcoin Cash videos and you want me to keep doing these, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, let me know down low. It seemed like the last video I did, there's some people interested in it, especially with how volatile it is. This is a coin that can move all over the place. I mean, you look at it up here, guys, this was $643 and it went all the way down to $70 at one point for a Bitcoin Cash, and now we're at $400. So that's how powerful the moves can be with this coin, and that's why a lot of people really like to trade it. Has a low supply, excuse me, guys. It has a low supply, and when a coin has a low supply and money gets injected into it, it can really run hard and really run fast. So that's what we're going to get into today, guys. Appreciate you being here with me. So first we're going to start out with our Fibonacci. We're going to go from this swing high to our swing low here, and what we're seeing is that we're coming up on this 0.618, guys. So what we're looking at, we got through the 0.236, the 0.38, to the 0.5, and now we're coming up to that 0.618. And with Bitcoin, throughout the history of it, a lot of times after we've had a fall like this and we get to that 0.618, that's a spot where profit will start to be taken, and a lot of times we'll actually have a throwback to that 0.382, and that would be around that $287 if we were to get up to this 0.618 at around 402. I'm sorry, guys, I can't see that. 420 or so, somewhere right in that range. Yeah, around 420 is what we would be looking at there. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but typically that's a spot that we've been having some rejection when we do get to that point. And it almost looks like, guys, we had a one wave here, a two, a three, and a retracement for a fourth wave, and then a fifth would definitely make sense. See if that happens. But what we're looking for now, if we take the Fibonacci off here, so we say we break down through the 0.5, we would look to see if we could consolidate upon this $321, and that's where we basically almost had this double top. We pushed up here, we came back down, we pushed up again, and then we ended up dropping down before we had a bullish engulfing candle here, and that kind of set us in that first impulse wave up. So that's what we're looking at there, guys. Let me get the Fibonacci off here. So this area, if I can pull a horizontal line here, this is where I would love to see us hold if we do have some type of retracement. And I'll put this in green and thicken it up a little bit for us. But this is the area right here, guys. So if we had a throwback onto this, consolidate here, then finally make that move up, and we could definitely run all the way up to this $631, no problem. Am I saying that we couldn't run from here? Guys, this is cryptocurrency. Anything can happen. Look at this big chunk of volume. Right now we could have this, and this could have been basically our pause or our consolidation here, where we just slow down a little bit, and then all of a sudden we have another stick that pushes us up. That's definitely a possibility, with also the fact that we're having a golden cross taking place, this 100 moving average up over this 200-day moving average. So guys, you know, we're up above our 20 EMA, we're up above our 50 moving average, we're up above the 200, and we're up above the 100 looking for a golden cross here. And you can see how we've been finding support off this 20 EMA, which has been just beautiful. But guys, I mean, this coin can run so hard and so fast. In a week or two, you know, we could be looking at something around $600 if this run continues. And remember, everything's driven off Bitcoin, so if something crazy happens with Bitcoin, then, you know, it can affect the rest of the market. But as of right now, this is looking beautiful, my friends. Look at the MACD here. We had that beautiful cross that we were talking about in the last video, and it's just been going straight up right now. We haven't even started to hook yet, so that's a really good sign there. The next one I want to look at is our RSI. Just see if we're seeing any divergences, anything that can give us any clues. Alright, so with this one, guys, we are up at 80 right now. So over 70 is that overbought condition in a traditional market. Cryptocurrency is different. We've pushed up into the 90s before, but we are getting very high right now, around that 79.90. So this is, just in my opinion, if I wasn't in a position for Bitcoin Cash, I probably wouldn't be jumping in right now. I would wait to see if we had some type of throwback guys, it could run away from us. That could definitely happen. But with an RSI around 80 right here, that's pretty significant. You know, could we push up to 90 or so? Yes, and that could get us up around that $630. But you know, there's odds that we may have some type of a retracement, and I would be looking to that area, that $324, if we are to pull back. Okay. And with the RSI here, also, I'd be looking at this trend line, guys, to see if we do find support. This is going to be a steeper trend line, but you know I love to play them right here, so we're going to see what happens with this trend line. Maybe this is just a spot where we pull back onto this trend line before we make another move higher. That's definitely a possibility as well. But just pay attention to that. That is in overbought territory right there. Next one I want to look at is our stock RSI, and we're just going to see if all these are basically in that overbought territory. Guys, this one is as well. And this is where I just said I wouldn't be chasing anything right now, because look at this. This is pegged out. This is at 100 and 100 right now with some stalling patterns up here. So that's what you want to pay attention to, guys. And when I say stalling patterns, do you see these candles here? Let me show this to you. All right. So we had this beautiful push up right here, guys. And this was basically like a massive bullish belt hold candle into a long leg doji. Then we pushed up again into a nice long day candle there. Then we had another doji, and it looks like we're almost kind of running into, guys, some type of a hanging man. Now with the hanging man, you don't want much of a wick up here, but the length of the wick and the body here is very similar to a hanging man without this wick on top. And you're starting to get that little crown of these three wicks here. But we are closing, guys, so far, all these candles we've been closing higher. Here we closed higher, here, and then we're going to have to see what we do today on the close. We have about 3.5 hours or so to the close. So if it's another day where we close up higher, guys, definitely we could push up a little higher. But if all of a sudden you see this get bought down and we start closing down a little lower, then we may want to look for that retracement or that throwback into this area before we have the next wave up, looking for those impulse waves. But the candles are very important. And this here, I mean, these are just showing some indecision, guys. So that's what I want you to realize. That's that fight between the bulls and the bears. But as of right now, we're up above yesterday's close, and candle closes are extremely important. Next, what I wanted to point out to you here, and guys, you know what, I'll actually go to the weekly chart. I just want to show you how far we have fallen and what's actually taken place here. So we're up above this 200-day moving average, or I'm sorry, this 20-day moving average, or this 20 EMA on the weekly chart, which is great. Do you see this, guys? So we're up above it. You see how we blasted up over it. We closed, and then we came back tested it, which happens a lot. Then we started to move back up again, and now we're looking at this 50 moving average, and hopefully this week we can close up above it. If we close up above it, that could be game on, guys. Then it would be around that 580. We'd look around that 640. We'd look at that 822, and then it can go as high as that 1700 or so. I mean, guys, this is a coin here, and you can see the volume starting to ramp back up. Guys, we're there. This is the beginning of that bull market. That's great, as long as things keep going how they're going. But I mean, this is a coin where we have closed $2,800 before, and it's wicked as high as almost $4,000. And do you see these moves, guys? Just really pay attention to these type of retracements that can happen. But this is what takes place in that bull market. You can have these just massive weeks that are insane, that just knock people back. But you know, this is definitely a floor. You can see the candles got very, very tight here with increasing volume, and now we're trying to get up above that 50-day moving average. So guys, that's what I have to say with Bitcoin Cash right now. I probably wouldn't be chasing too much right now, just to give you my opinion, because a lot of the oscillators are in that overbought condition. But do I believe we'll be going higher in the future in terms of, are we finally in that intermediate term bullish uptrend trying to turn into longer term? Yes. So let's see what happens, guys. We're at around $400 right now. I appreciate you being here with me. If you like these videos, if you want me to continue to do Bitcoin Cash, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I appreciate you, my friends. Take care.